Hello. Can I speak? Welcome to Windhelm. You're just in time for the celebration. If you don't mind me saying so, you look pretty capable and good in a fight. Just the sort of individual the Thane Mera is looking for. Thane Mera Stormcloak. She keeps the city running and oversees the Windhelm Guard. That makes her extremely busy, especially now, what with the Conanliker and the Ebonheart Pact delegates and all. Of course, in addition to attending the Conanliker, the Pact leaders have important business to attend to. Important business. Now hurry along. You can find Thane Mera at the center of town, right in front of the Palace of Isgrim. I'm sure Thane Mera will appreciate your assistance, and your discretion. Oh, many apologies. I'm the Ebonheart Pact envoy in Windhelm. I've lived here for some time now. I can honestly say that I know all of the city's movers and shakers. If you need anything, anything at all, I'm the one to ask. Yes, the Conanliker. The Nords are very proud of their celebrations, and this is a big one. They want to prove that even though the Akaviri damaged the city, Windhelm is still a beautiful and vibrant place. That's what the Nords call this celebration. The entire city is celebrating King Yoren's 10th anniversary as the Skald King. Nord clans have come to Windhelm from across Skyrim to compete in various challenges to honor the king and his reign. The Akaviri hit Windhelm hard during the invasions. Most of the damage has been repaired, but work continues on the palace. King Yoren insisted that the rest of the city should come first, so the palace was the last thing worked on.
Now, who's got a drink?
Well? You look strong and capable. Good in a fight, and brave enough to travel the world in search of adventure. If my assessment is even close to correct, I could use your help. The Conanliker, the great games to honor the reign of King Yoren, fills the city with mirth and good cheer. When a new king survives to his 10th year on the throne, we celebrate. But not everyone who has come to Windhelm is in a festive mood. The Stormfist clan hasn't been seen in a decade, but they returned for these games. Since then, there have been numerous injuries and a few deaths, and I fear worse things are to come. The clan stays at the Cold Moon Inn. See what you can learn. I am the Thane of Windhelm. My father was captain of the guard. I followed in his footsteps and climbed a bit higher. We Stormcloaks helped build Windhelm centuries ago. We're an old family, and we're proud of our heritage. What do I do? What don't I do? Rules and regulations. Meetings with King Yoren and other Thanes. Now I'm hosting Pact delegates. A lot of political nonsense. Mostly, I delegate so that I can guard the city. People feel safer with the Thane around. Yes, they've come for the celebration, but also to meet with King Yoren about Pact business. I try not to get too involved. In fact, I'm not sure how Yoren stands all the pomp and ceremony. It would drive me insane. We don't like to talk about it, but Yoren wasn't the unanimous choice to ascend the throne. The Stormfist clan backed his challenger, and they have been associated with ill omens ever since. Discretion is called for, hence an outsider like you. Yoren's brother, Fieldgore. He desired the throne. Normally, succession is determined by the crown of Freydis, but there were complications. Anyway, the brothers fought, Yoren won, and Fildgor was exiled. End of story. Or so we thought.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in!
Get yourself a drink, and one for me. What do you mean that's enough?
A sharp blade solves more problems than it creates. At least that's been my experience. There's the King's Festival, if that type of thing interests you. Me, I'm not a fan of large crowds. They bring in all kinds of trouble. I don't trust that Stormfist clan one bit. We haven't seen them in a decade, but they showed up for this year's Konenleiker. They're nothing but trouble, you mark my words.
More drink over here!
Am I drunk, or is it me?
Bottoms up!
I'm waiting for Idesa to finish a piece for my betrothed.
Let's not have
She
any
needs
trouble.
to concentrate on her work. She's been a little too preoccupied with that dark elf novel, if you know what I mean.
What are we drinking to?
Free mead for the Konenleiker!
Keep moving.
You've got some.
You've been gone for a while. Tell me you found something useful. Cheating at the Konenleiker and the Stormfist clan. They haven't caused this much trouble since... Oh no. This is worse than I feared. We need to determine what's really going on here. While you were completing your mission, another competitor was injured. One of my best. The champion of Windhelm. This just got personal. I have another task for you if you're willing. I want you to enter the next event, the foot race of the 9 holds. I name you Windhelm's new champion. That should confuse our enemies. If you're willing, go talk to the race organizer Lenning. He's along the western wall. Hurry! Speak to Lenning the Hawk and enter the race. You're good at digging up information. We're better to keep an eye on things than right in the middle of the race. I can't post guards at every tower. And as an outsider that no one has ever heard of, your participation should confuse our enemies.
We have deadlines to meet!
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe
Hey! Wait, do I know you? You! Need a drink!
3 cheers for the Scald King!
If you're not participating in the race of the 9 holds, please stand back. I see. Thane Mara is playing her political games again. No matter. As the last racer to arrive, you get to light the starting flare. Get ready. The race begins as soon as you ignite the flare. Rules? Haven't you ever ran a race before? You have to run along the outer walls of the city and must pass through each of the 9 towers along the walls. 1 for each hold in Skyrim. The first racer to pass through the 9th tower wins the event. I'll have what I'm having.
Move along.
What? A good race, but you're outclassed. Still, I'm always happy to see someone new perform so admirably. Thane Mara just left. She wants to speak with you as soon as possible. You can find her in her usual place, standing in front of the palace.
The god of schemes shines through it all.
You know, never mind.
What a race! I saw some of it, and I was informed of the outcome. I have eyes throughout the city, of course. That's an admirable showing. Even in defeat, you represented Windhelm in the Pact with honor. Sadly, Hadring was murdered during the race, felled by a poison arrow of orcish design. I'm convinced the Stormfist are responsible. Someone must have seen something during the race. The assassins fled after their cowardly attack, but every rat has a hole to hide in. You must find that hole. I don't want you to just find the assassins. I want you to hunt them down like the rabid dogs they are and dispatch them with haste and extreme prejudice. Do we understand each other, champion? I'm taking the gauntlets off and granting you the authority to do whatever is necessary to deal with these assassins. I name you as Justice Carl of Windhelm. Dispense your authority as needed, and deal with this as quickly as you can. Excellent. I will mobilize the guard and patrol the city. King Yoren must be protected. When you find the assassins, destroy them. Bring me back something to prove to the king that the situation has been dealt with.
What?
There's nothing in this city worth doing. It's all snow and more snow. Not a decent corner club anywhere. Someone really should open one. Well, some of the locals can be friendly and attentive. Edessa is always ready for a good time. I think she may be a bit more serious about our relationship than I am, however. No matter. She's good for a bit more entertainment before I move on. The race was boring. This city is boring. You're boring. Go bother someone who doesn't have important things to do. The weak always resort to threats and violence. Oh, very well. I saw one of those Stormfist thugs run away as soon as the racer fell. He fled out of the city, heading south. It was like Molag Bal himself was right behind him.
Here's the thing.
Move now!
Healer!
Greetings to you both.
The guards found more caches of weapons hidden around the city, but nothing else. I hope you had better luck. King Yoren's exiled brother Fieldgore used to run the Stormfist Brigade. That's his symbol added to the Stormfist emblem. And these orders. Fildgor has returned to Skyrim. King Yoren must be told. Hopefully it's not too late. Fildgor is King Yoren's twin brother. When Queen Nirnhild fell in battle, the brothers joined forces to defeat the Akaviri, but then they fought over the throne. Yoren won the day and exiled his brother. Now Fildgor has returned. What does any exile want? Needless to say, to announce his presence in this manner can't bode well for King Yoren. The final event has started in the Hall of Trials. I'll send guards to the camp. You need to go to the hall and help the king. Hurry, to the Hall of Trials. You must protect King Yoren at all costs.
High mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
Don't cross me.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this.
You should buy me a drink, I think.
My sweet love, she waits for me through storm and shine across land.
Your prowess is impressive, champion. Come up here so that...
The Stormfist cheated. These Nords have been poisoned.
Your brother Fildgor sends his greetings, false king. He wants you to know that he has returned from exile to claim what is his by birth and by right. Your rule is over, pretender. Prepare to die.
Poison, Fildgor. What is the meaning of this? Guards, seize that woman!
For Fildgor! For the rightful king of Skyrim! Show no mercy!
The Stormfist bastards did their worst, yet I'm still alive! Thanks to you. This was a message from my brother, one I wasn't meant to survive. I feared this day would come. A mere scratch, nothing more. The Stormfist clan's assassins are dead, and that's good enough for me. I guess I've become too complacent, while Fildgor's hatred has obviously deepened and festered. After dear Nirnhild fell in battle, my brother and I threw back the invaders. Afterward, we disagreed on who should succeed our sister. I believed in diplomacy and wisdom. Fildgor believes in rule by force. I couldn't let him take the throne. When I won the throne, I was forced to exile Fildgor. He never forgave me for that. So I assume he returned to take the throne. I wonder what he has promised his Stormfist and Orc allies. I need to think about this. Please tell Thane Mera that I'm fine.
Hey, have one with me.
Despite force and toil, we tended the Kwama beneath.
You're back. Tell me, is King Yoren well? That's good to hear. You don't know how relieved I am by this news. You risked your life even though you had no duty to uphold or vow to keep. To me, that makes you the champion of the day. While you were aiding the king, a runner arrived from Fort Morvenskar. The fort is under attack. Fildgor and the Stormfist clan are certainly behind the attack. It can't be mere coincidence. Windhelm must be protected, but we can't abandon the fort. It makes sense strategically, but we weren't prepared for this. We weren't expecting to fight a war while the Pact leaders were in council. I need your help. Captain Hamar sent the runner. Report to him. Find out what's going on at the fort. You upheld my honor and the honor of Windhelm. This Ebonheart Pact is worth more than I hoped. May all your enemies fall before you. I am the Thane of Windhelm. My father was captain of the guard. What do I... Yes.
I'm in progress.
Well?
I don't know you. Do I know you?
It's about time Windhelm sent someone. What took you so long? Just you? I hope you're tougher than you look. Sorry, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but we're in trouble out here. The Stormfists came out of nowhere and forced us to retreat from the fort. We escaped, as did Lieutenant Koruni and a few of the soldiers. I don't know what the Stormfists want, but we haven't seen that clan around here for almost a decade. Koruni sent word that she plans to sneak into the central barracks. If you could liberate the soldiers that were captured during the battle, you could assist the lieutenant when she tries to retake the barracks. Good luck freeing our soldiers. I'll stay here and wait for the detachment from Windhelm to arrive. Anything to help with your mission, but we must be quick about it. Fort Morvenskar's primary purpose is to protect the royal tombs beneath it. Most of our departed rulers are buried here, including our dearly missed Queen Nirnhild. Beyond that, it doesn't really hold any military significance. The Stormfist clan hasn't been seen in these parts in almost 10 years. Back then, they supported the traitor Fieldgore. As to how they took us by surprise, I'm not sure. They came out of nowhere. Still, it dishonors us that we failed to stop them. I received word that Lieutenant Korune plans to try to infiltrate the central barracks and take out the leader of these invaders. Meanwhile, I need to wait here for Windhelm's soldiers to arrive. Then we'll sweep in and join the lieutenant.
Captain Hamar and Lieutenant Koruni finally sent someone to get me out of this. It's about time. You know me so well.
Come to kill me. Do your worst. I won't bow to Fieldgore. Thanks. I'll see you there. I thought the captain forgot about me. I'm on my way.
Finally! Hurry up and untie me. I want to get out there and crack some heads. All right. I won't crack any heads until the lieutenant says so. I'll meet you at the barracks. Plague and viruses? Ha! Those dark elves wouldn't know a real plague if it...
You rescued my soldiers. For that, you have my thanks. We are ready to take back the barracks. I need you to deal with the invaders' commander, the Nord called Halskar. Find his orders. We need to know what's going on. They should be someplace safe, not far from wherever you find the lout. I had a feeling about you. Glad to see that I was right. Now follow us.